Hello, my dear friends. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing visa EB1A, extraordinary person. We're going to be talking about what that visa is, what's the processing time, how to approach this visa, and I will give you all the tips that you need to know in order to prepare to file for this petition. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your case. Let's go. Alright guys, you know the drill. Before we begin, please smash that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet. There's a lot of good content here, and this channel is the best among other immigration attorneys. Why are we talking about EB1A visa today? You want to ask me, because we have so many videos about this visa, the criteria, the processing time, everything you need to know about different professions. Well, there is still a lot of questions, and if I see you guys ask me questions about this particular visa or any other visa, that means there is some misunderstanding. I want to give you more information about this type of petition so you could be more familiar with this action. What is EB1A visa? First of all, this visa for people with extraordinary abilities. And let's talk about this a little bit, because I hear this question all the time. Stanislav, I'm not Nobel Prize winner. Stanislav, I don't have World Cup prize. Stanislav, I'm not the smartest person in the world. Well, nobody is. No one is a Nobel Prize winner because there's only a few of them. It's a rare occasion when a client that comes to me is someone you can readily Google and see that that person is famous. Okay? We have clients like that. They may be less than 5%. That means that the rest, 95%, are just regular people like us. All right? Like you and me. Just nothing special. Yes, we're professionals. Yes, we're good specialists. Maybe we're even experts. We are not famous. We're not celebrities. This is important to understand, guys. And please put that in your minds. Out of those 95% of the people who come to me, maybe 20% have a case that can be filed pretty much right now. Or, in other words, that we can start describing the achievements, describing the recognition. The rest, what is it? 65% of the clients that work with me and who ultimately get the approvals with a 90-95% success rate, they have no case at the beginning, but they do have case at the end. Why? Well, because they have my strategy. When we start the case, we have 5 months to gather all the documents and describe them. We have a team of narrow, specialized experts who know what they're doing. We have 4-step review process of each document. We have a department of strategy working on your case. We have executive department working on your case. So all this together, 24/7 access to the team chat, where you can drop the question, and anytime within 24 hours, you will get an answer. So all this together makes your case successful at the end. Especially, I see that a lot of business people are like, okay, Stanislav, I don't have a $1 billion business. I don't have a famous company. Well, nobody does. Same thing. We just got 2 business approvals for people who develop squash in their countries. It's a sport-related business, and the company was not famous. Yes, it was famous within the industry, within the squash business industry, but nobody knew about it. If you guys don't know what squash is, have a tennis. You play with the wall. It's a very good sport. It's very active, very fast, okay? So they developed that sport in the country, and there were actually 2 partners. Both of them got the green cards. Nothing extraordinary, okay? Just good businessmen. Yes, they put the time and money. Yes, they had a bunch of awards. They got press about them. They drafted the articles themselves, and they had good income, but nothing crazy. Same way, Just a recent approval, EB1A in business with a client who was developing the maple syrup in his country. His company was focused on maple syrup. And if you guys don't know the maple syrup, I feel sorry about you because I love it. I actually just had it today in my breakfast with the pancakes. His company was not known overall, but it was known in industry, in the maple syrup industry. Why I'm giving you these examples? Well, first of all, so you guys know that everybody can get an approval for EB1A if we can get the criteria done. And the way you get criteria done, well, you get your strategy for the case. The strategy is the most important document in your case. And to summarize, pretty much anyone who has some recognition and achievement in his or her industry can get the EB1A approved. As long as we can get 3 criteria done, for example, high income, you have awards in your industry, you have publications, maybe you contributed something to the industry, and of course you probably work in a company with a distinguished reputation. So if it's a maple syrup company that everybody knows in the industry, okay, in a niche, this company has a high reputation. It's a distinguished reputation. So basically, I gave you 5 criteria. We need only 3, but I like to file the petitions 5 to 7 criteria. Okay, let's now talk about the landscape of this visa right now, about the processing time and the backlogs. We have good news here, guys. There is no backlogs for EB1A. As compared to, for example, EB2 visa. Once you get your visa approved, you start your immigration process immediately. What's the timing for this visa? Let's talk about this from the perspective of my corporation. I don't know how other attorneys work. I know how we work. We sign you up for 6-month contract. This is very important. This is crucial to understand. It's not indefinite contract. It's not 1-year contract. It's not 3 months. It's 6 months. Stanislav, why are you contract 6 months? Well, because the processes that I developed throughout the years and years of practice proved that it's not only possible, it's actually necessary to get the case done within 6 months. And the proof of that, hundreds of approvals. All right? So, within these 6 months, 5 months, we gather the documents and review them according to the strategy. Once 5 months pass, I take 1 month to prepare the memorandum. The designer is going to work on the case to make it beautiful. Then we pack it up and send it with a courier to the USCIS. This is about 6 months. I do recommend you go with the expedited processing. Why? Well, because first of all, it's 15 days and you know what's happening with your petition. And second of all, my practice shows that with expedited processing, there is a better chance of approval because the officers don't have as much time. They have the time pressure. And because the petitions are big, once they catch the message of this petition, once they catch what's going on, they make the decision. And usually they make the good decision 9 out of 10. 6 months, maybe 2 weeks, then we have the decision. And once we get the approval, count about 9 months to get your immigration interview scheduled. Why 9 months? It takes time to upload all the necessary documents to NVC, then wait them to process the paperwork, then wait for interview scheduling. It takes about 9 months. 9 plus 6, 15 months. I like to say 18 months, a year and a half, just in case something didn't go smooth. Maybe you waited too long for the medical documents. Maybe you couldn't pay the fee for a long time and things like that. Maybe you got requests for evidence in the beginning. Different things can happen. So a year and a half from the time you started working with me, with my corporation, till the time you get your immigration visa stamped in your passport. And also, usually the immigration visa is for 6 months. After you get your passport stamped, you still have 6 months to enter the US. You have to do this. Why? Because you want to activate your immigration visa to transfer it to the green card. How the green card is going to look on your passport, that's a stamp. It's called Form I-551, 551, that's your green card. The actual card you'll get by mail in a couple of months. All right, so now let's discuss how to navigate the process of preparing to start your gathering of the documents and then do the whole process. First of all, you need to know if you actually qualify for this visa. How to do that? Usually I say it at the end of the video. However, I'm gonna say it right now so you guys don't miss this opportunity. My company offers a free evaluation of your case. What it means? That means that we have links to the questionnaires. Those links are below this video. So you go down below, you find the link, a talent visa, you click on it, you get a bunch of questions. Yes, it's gonna take you a little bit of time, but once you fill that out and give me as much details as you can, all the details, I will take about 48 hours to look at your answers and let you know, absolutely free. I'm not gonna charge you a penny. If you qualify, I will tell you if you have the potential in your case. If you don't have the potential, I'm sorry, you need to work more. You need to work on your recognition. If you have the potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning in 2 phases. First, you meet with the data manager. First, we get all the information out of you, put it in the protocol. I analyze the protocol and make the final qualification and draft a written initial strategy for your case. So you know exactly what you need to do in order to get your petition approved. No one is doing this. Only we're doing this because we are at the edge of the immigration field. I think we're the best. And how I know we're the best? It's not me who's saying that. These are my clients. My clients tell me, Stanislav, we talk to so many attorneys, you guys are the best. Your processes, your attitude, your energy, your templates, your examples of the documents, how fast you are. Well, that's the definition of the best. As long as you give me all the documents by my request, you're gonna be fine. That's the first step you need to take to navigate this process, is to know if you qualify for this visa. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a waste of your time. Do the free evaluation. I'll take a look at your documents and I'll let you know. If you don't qualify, and this could be the case, okay? Unfortunately, I wish that all the clients qualified who filled out the questionnaire. I wish. Not only we'll make more money because we're still a business and we have 100 employees and we need to pay them the salaries, but also we would get closer to our goal to bring 10,000 people to the States by 2030. This is the goal of our company, and that's the result we want. We already about 20% in this mission. So we want as many people to qualify, but unfortunately not everybody does. So what do you do if you don't qualify for EB1A yet? Well, maybe you should look at alternative visas. For example, O1 is a lower grade visa, which is non-immigrant, but it's a great first step to come to the States. Yes, it needs an employer, but it requires much less recognition and achievement. Also, you need to consider EB2 national interest waiver. And if you have a good education, if you have some projects in the past that were successful and that brought a lot of good to the industry or to the country where you live, and if you want to bring your experience here in the States, national interest waiver visa could be for you. And also, guys, I have additional links and questionnaires for the visas that I'm talking about, okay? The EB2 national interest waiver, O1, EB1A, I look together, okay? I can tell you, maybe it's not EB1A, maybe it's O1, all right? So don't be discouraged if it's not EB1A, if it's O1, because it's a good visa too, to start with. Also, look at H1B visa. You have to have an employer as well. And if you are a business owner, if you have some capital and you want to do the startup here or purchase an existing business, please consider E2 visa, L1 visa, EB1C visa, or maybe even EB5. I'm not gonna dive in the details about those visas, but they are out there. I have all the videos about them, about the criteria, what you need to do, how you need to prepare. So find them on my channel and let me know if you want to get a free evaluation for those visas too. Let me know if you liked my video, smash that like button because you did like it. Also comment and ask me questions. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to my TikTok and to my Instagram. We post a lot of good content for you to understand the business visas, the talent visas, and investors visas. I'm Stanislav Shamaev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.